Yes, okay. Let's see, we'll go with the SQL Server database administration. Right. Check here as part of today's session, just we'll see briefly what are the prerequisites are there to work as a DBA. Means exactly who can work as a DBA. Okay. So what are the major responsibilities are there? How we are working in the organization? Okay, what are the different teams are there generally we are working with? Okay, so that I will try to discuss here so that yeah, you will get very good confidence. Okay, so check here, like as a SQL Server database administrator, so it may be SQL DBA or it may be Oracle DBA. Any DBA, remember our responsibilities are same. Okay, so we are maintenance people. Name itself is saying database administration. Means our job is what? Database and database server maintenance is our job, right? Yes, database and database server maintenance is our job. Right, right. So we'll see what are the regular activities are there as a DB. Okay, so how we are working in the organization, how we are working in the organization. Okay, right, right. Okay, so check here, like check here, like as a database administrator, our job is here like database and uh, database server maintenance is our jobs here. Database and database server. Database server is nothing but our SQL server. Databases are nothing but what? Any database like sales database, HR database, inventory database, any database. Right? Yes. Okay. So that's remember, like we are not developers, we are not testers, we are maintenance people. Okay. If any issues are there, we have to handle those issues. Right, right. Okay. So check here, like that's why regularly here what we'll do. Our various responsibilities are there. Major responsibility is there. Monitoring and troubleshooting. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our major responsibility. So actually remember, like 100 servers are there, 500 servers are there. Let's say you are working for HSBC, for example. 500 servers are there. Means some are production servers, some are UAT, some are like development, various servers. For example, 500 servers are there. Let's say 3 members team is there. For example, 3 members DBA team is there. Then how how we can monitor these servers, right? So that's why remember, like whenever any issue is there, we'll get automatically email notification. Okay, we'll use some different tools we'll use in the organization, we'll discuss. So we'll get here email notification. So let's say tomorrow, like some space related issue is there, disk is going to full. Okay, CPU is more than 90%, usage is more than 90%. Okay, if any blocking scenarios are there, like database is down unexpectedly, okay, performance is slow. So all these remember will get automatically, means we'll get the emails or we'll get the tickets or we'll get the alerts automatically. Then you will connect to the server. You can start working with the problem. We'll troubleshoot the problem. Clear, right? Yeah. Suppose let's say I'm sitting here at home, for example. If anything happen, I will get the mail to my mobile, right? So immediately I can connect if it is a critical issue. So I will troubleshoot the problem. Okay, so that is our regular activity. Apart from that, we have so many other activities also. We'll try to discuss. First point, remember, we are not developers, we are not testers, we are maintenance people. Clear, right? Our job is what? Maintenance. Okay, so yeah, that's why as part of maintenance, remember, like we'll go with this actually monitoring and troubleshooting as part of what? Maintenance. Right. Just overall overview will I will try to discuss like what exactly we are doing as a DBA. Overall overview. Okay. For examples here. If any confusion is there, please type in the chat panel. I will repeat again. No need to worry. Okay. See what concepts we need to discuss. Compulsory we have to discuss. Okay. We can't skip the concepts. Let's say in the organization tomorrow you are working for HSBC. Something's here. Okay. So let's say in the HSBC, we have 500 servers are there. For example, some are production servers are there. Okay, some are dev servers are there, some are UAT servers are there, like SIT, different types. Later we'll talk about again in detail. Okay, so production servers are there. Okay, dev servers are there, development, testing servers are there. Some things here, different servers are there. That's why remember tomorrow once we enter in the organization, as part of KT program, knowledge transfer program, they will discuss in detail how many production servers are there. In that, how many standalone, how many cluster, how many always on. Actually, they will provide you the servers inventory. Okay, one Excel sheet they will provide. We can say server inventory or server catalog, any name. In that Excel sheet, we have the complete server details. Okay, one tab in Excel sheet, production, one tab in non-production, one tab in go live, like this here, multiple tabs may be there. So that's why tomorrow, if any issue is there, initially once you enter in the organization, you don't know, right, which server is production immediately. That's why always you'll open this catalog, you can search. Okay, so in that you will come to know that whether it is a production or non-production, then you can start working with. Clear, right? Okay, so here see like our DBA team is there. For example, here this is our DBA team. Okay, 5 members DBAs are there. Let's say some L1 DBAs, L2, L3. Some one team lead is there, separate manager is there, for example. DBA team is there here. Okay, so many DBAs are there, for example. Right. That's remember like whenever anything happen here, let's say here, for example, uh, 500 production servers are there. Okay, 500 production servers are there. Okay, 100 development servers are there. Okay, some 300, 200, some other servers. Okay, so now remember, suppose anything happen in these servers are running 24/7, right? Yes, if anything happen in these servers, remember, automatically we'll get the email notification. Means our DBA, our team group email ID is it. To that email ID, we'll get the mail. Okay, automatically we'll get the email notifications here. Okay, we can say alert or alarm or something here, email. So then here like anyone, let's say we got the email now, like disk space related alert. As a DBA, I will, let's say I'm free now. I will reply the email checking or working on it, for example. Okay, means I am working on this issue. So once the problem is cleared, so I will write the message that yeah, taken care, for example. Means like it is completed, means I have troubleshooted the problem. Okay, issue is cleared. Some brief description also will write so that our other team members also should know what happened exactly and how I have troubleshooted the problem. For example, okay, yeah, check here, like 500 servers are there. We have seen multiple servers are there here. See, in each server, one application may be running. Okay, see, this is our application like hsbc.co.in is the one website, for example. That website database is there in this production server. Okay, okay, this hsbc.co.in. Just for easy understanding, I am saying. If any confusion is there, let me know. Okay, website is there here, right? Application is there. That application server is there here, which is managed by our application team. Application team. Okay, like Java application is there, for example. .NET application is there. Application team is there here, right? So application is running in one server, or SQL is running in another machine in our production server, for example. Correct, right? Yes. Okay. See this here. See in the application team, let's say 5 members are there. For example, the application team will have one person who is head of that application. Generally, we'll call him as application owner. See AO. In shortcut, we are saying application owner. Means remember tomorrow if you want to perform in this production server, this is our SQL machine actually production server. Let's say tomorrow you want to apply some patch, okay, service pack something in this server. We have to take application owner approval. Tomorrow you want to restart this server. We have to take application owner approval. Okay, we can't do by our own. Even we are maintaining this server, we can't do by our own. Compulsory AO approval is required. Means if you send the email that I want to apply the patch, okay, any one team member, either AO or his anyone his team member, his or her team member will respond to us. Okay, you apply the patch today night 2 to 3 o'clock, night 2 to 3 o'clock, means morning 2 to 3. Then we'll proceed. Just I'm making you very clear. Servers are there, different server environments are there in SQL real time. We have to understand. So for each in each server, which application is connecting to that server, that application owner is there. For example, one more here, HSBC mobile app is there. For example, mobile app. Okay, so that mobile app it has data in another server, for example. Okay, one more database server for mobile app. Say either same application owner may be there or different application owner. Okay, then who has developed this application? Okay, who has developed this application? So let's say for HSBC, this application was developed by some their client, means TCS, for example. Okay, who has developed this application? okay, website or app. So we'll call him as vendor. For example, let's say TCS has developed this application, okay, for HSBC. So yeah, we are calling them as what? Vendor. Vendor is, who is the vendor? TCS is the vendor. For example, means application developer. We have to understand indirectly. That's what these terms will regularly will use in real time, like AO, vendor, okay, application team, Windows team, network team, messaging team, okay. So uh, monitoring team, like this. And if so many teams will be there while working in the organization, okay, right. Okay. Yeah, it is. I think we are on the same page, right? We are following, or any confusion is it? Just I want to make you clear what is the real-time environment, so that later you can understand the concepts easily. Okay. What is vendor? Tomorrow in the interview he is asking, tomorrow you want to apply some service pack, from whose approval you will take, your manager approval or your team members approval. So anyhow, we'll take our manager approval. First we'll take approval from what? AO, application owner. Then we'll take approval from the manager. Then we'll start the process of patching. Okay. Yeah. Suppose let's say tomorrow like some queries are running slowly running queries are there. Some queries are causing more CPU utilization. As a DBA, we can check which queries are taking more CPU utilization. Then we have to submit those queries to whom? To the vendor or to AO? To whom we have to submit, Lakshmi? Suppose let's say tomorrow you got one alert like CPU utilization is above 90%. Okay, you have seen that these 10 queries are consuming more CPU. Then we have to troubleshoot the problem, or we have to submit those queries to the application owner. Yeah, Lakshmi is saying we have to submit to what? Application owner. Correct, right? Surendra, Sucharita, it is correct. Yeah, no problem. Pawan Kalyan, no need to worry. Okay, so you can go through the recording. You can send me message later also if any doubts are there. Anyhow, we are recording. No need to worry. Yeah, following right or Abdul? Abdul is saying yes. I think Bhushan, are you following or any confusion is there? This is overall picture I am showing how we are working in the organization. Okay, what are the different terms we are using regularly? Yeah. So that's why remember whenever the query, which queries are causing problem. So those queries we are submitting to whom? Application owner. Okay, application owner will submit the query to the vendor. Why? Because the query is not written by us, right? So it is not written by application owner also. That's why application owner, Abdul, application owner or application team will submit the query to the vendor. Why? Because they have written the query, they have to optimize the query. Correct, right? Sucharita, Surendra, Sangeeta, Nurjabi. I think we are following, right? Or any confusion is there? Just environment related things I am showing you. Okay, so just what is what. so that it will be easy for us like to understand. So yeah, how we are working as a DBA. Okay, Sayender, I think I know you all. I think already Sayender, your name. Uh, can use the chat option. Okay, so in the same way, this is see like just what is what we have to understand. So in the same way, we have to understand here so many teams will be there. Yeah, various teams will be there actually while working through. One is here Windows team is there, regularly will work with Windows team. Okay, suppose you are unable to ping this server, you are unable to take remote desktop of this server, so we'll submit the request to Windows team. Okay, in the same way we have network team is there. Okay, storage team is there. Okay, in the same way like we have messaging team, so many different teams will be there here. While working here, different teams are there actually. Okay, so help IT help desk team. Let's say your laptop is not working, something have your email is not working, so we'll go with the help desk team, for example. Like this, like different teams we have to understand. Okay, so that's remember like by overall we have to understand as a database administrator, our job is maintenance. We have servers are there. Tomorrow, once we enter in the organization, we have servers are there. Servers are there. Yeah, we have to start here monitoring and troubleshooting. Means if any issue is there in any server, we have to handle that problem. Okay, as well as like this vendor, suppose let's say application owner may ask we need some changes in the application. Vendor will develop those changes. They will test the changes. They will send the script to application team. Application team will send the script to our DBA team to run the script in the production server. Okay, sometimes yeah, like new stored procedures they wants to create, some table they wants to alter. Okay, sometimes missing data they want to enter. So like this, like we have to run the scripts actually. Sometimes they will ask us to grant the permissions. Okay, one new employee was recruited, so they need to have the permissions. Some like they say like different yeah tickets they will raise our application team. Okay, yes. So, okay, that is like just we have to understand here what is what. Our job is what? Maintenance. We have different teams are there in working environments. Okay, we have our server inventory will be there. Once we enter in the organization, they will provide the inventory. Always means they will put actually all these files will be there in a shared folder. Okay, in from that shared folder we can access all these files. Okay, so in the same way, like uh, yeah, we have different teams are there. So many applications are there. Okay, each application has one or more some vendors, different vendors. Right. Okay. Check it. That's why as part of like regular activities here as a DBA, one is like installations or installing and configuring SQL Server. Basically, remember installations and configurations are not our regular activities, right? Once we enter in the organization, total setup is there. But whenever they are developing some new project, for example, okay, the same way whenever we are migrating from one data center to another data center, generally we'll go with installations. Okay, that's but remember installation is not our regular activity. Right. The same way, like we have to like scheduling, granting access. Granting access means what? Frequently our application team will ask us to grant some permissions here, some permissions to required users on some database, like read permission, some things here. Okay, so then remember we'll grant those permissions. Some procedure will be there in real time. If we sending the mail, grant the permission to this user, one of the application team member, immediately we can't grant. Okay, process is there. Okay, so I will discuss that process. Okay, no need to worry. Then, so then remember, like in the same way, scheduling backups means what? Like backup is nothing but remember extra means like copy of database. Why? Because tomorrow database crash, server crash, data loss scenario may be there, right? That's why compulsory will schedule the backups. In general, remember we'll schedule the backups in non-business hours, some night timings. Suppose yesterday night backup fail, for example. Okay, so we'll get the alert, right? We'll get email notification. For that purpose, yeah, then we'll troubleshoot the problem. Means how we'll get email notifications. In most of the companies, remember we have some monitoring tools are there. As well as in most of the organizations, we are using SSCM or SCOM, one of the Windows Microsoft monitoring tool. System Center Operation Manager. There will configure all the alerts. Means what? Disk space is above 90% usage. CPU usage is above 90%. Okay, memory usage is above 90%. Actually, remember, whenever we set up one new server, we'll submit one form to our SCOM team. You configure these alerts, okay, threshold values, as well as to whom the mail should come. All those details, they will have every, to perform everything, will have one form actually. That form will fill and will submit actually. Just remember, in most of the organizations, we are using this tool, SCOM tool. Okay, so whenever backup fail, yesterday night 2 o'clock backup fail, automatically this tool will send the email notification. Okay, yes, so many third party other tools are also available. Okay, in the same way, say like monitoring performance means we'll check here like suppose tomorrow application team has sent the mail that check that application performance is very slow. Okay, yeah, so at that time what we'll do, we'll check like resource usage, we'll check mainly CPU utilization, we'll check. See if any confusion is there, no need to worry, all these are repeated again. Okay, don't worry, all these I will repeat again. Just a total overview we need to discuss as part of today's class. Okay, so in the same way, we'll check like any blocking related issues are there, any long running queries are there. Okay, all these things we'll check here, and we'll some two three other details also we'll see later. After checking all these details, we'll send the mail to the application team that there are no blocking sessions, no long running queries. Okay, if any long running queries are there, we can kill those queries. Okay, so for that also we'll have some process we'll discuss. Yeah, basically we have to understand here monitoring the performance is one of a regular activity. Then the same way say like already we know troubleshooting is common. We'll get email notification. Basically, more remember regular alerts will get. like disk space alerts. Okay, disk space alerts at any time. Let's be like 3 o'clock. You got disk space alert. Okay, let's say who is in on call or call out. For example, Kiran is this week. Kiran Kumar is in call out. Okay, means on call. Kiran. So immediately, like our monitoring team, who is sitting 24/7, means they will call Kiran morning 3 o'clock. They will call. They will say that please check that in this server disk usage is above 90%. Okay, please resolve the issue. So immediately Kiran will wake up, means he will connect to the server. He will check why the space usage is above 90%. If it is a backup disk, immediately he will clear some old backups, like he will handle the issue that we'll see. Okay, no need to worry. Disk space related issues, CPU related, okay, memory, okay, memory related, these issues regularly we have to troubleshoot. Regularly we have to troubleshoot if any connectivity issues regularly. Okay, so these are the regular issues. Tomorrow they will ask in the interview regularly what issues you are handling. These are the issues. Okay, regular issues here. Right. The same way, like implementing. Already we have seen, like generally our application team will send us some request, like grant this access on this user, some request. Okay, so in the same way they will send us some script also. Deploy this script. Okay, deploy this script means create this stored procedure, create this tables, some insert commands, sometimes update commands, like this is like deployments. We'll call it as what? Deployments. So deployments, they will create actually change request ticket or service desk. Some we'll see this later in ticketing tools briefly. So they will create a CR or SD. They will send the mail, please implement this CR, SD or CR change request. Okay, so you can open the tool. There you can see the complete details. Okay, first you will see whether approvals are there or not. One of our application team member has raised this ticket. We'll see that his manager approval is required and application owner approval should be there. Okay, some confusion may be there, don't worry. Manager means what? The team manager. Application owner may be different sometimes. Okay, so after getting approvals, then we will take our manager approval or our team lead approval. Okay, then we'll start implementation. Okay, deployments are nothing but what? Running the scripts, actually scripts. Why? Because compulsory changes should be made, right? Changes are compulsory, right? So that's why regular changes our vendor will submit to which team? Application owner. Vendor will submit the request to whom? Application owner. Application owner or application team, they will send the request to our team. Sometimes our application team will create a CR change request. In that they will send us purging script. Purging means what? Deleting old data, right? That's why they don't want 2 years back old data. They will send the script to run at night 11 p.m. for example in non-business hours. Okay, that purging script also we have to run as a DBA. It may take sometimes 2 hours time, 3 hours time, 4 hours time. Means like who is there in the on call this week. For example, we have seen Kiran Kumar is in on call this week. So he will handle those tickets which are there in the night time. Okay. Clear or confusion is there? Don't worry if any confusion is there also. You can go through the recording once again. Okay. I will provide you my WhatsApp number here in UAE. Calling is not allowed here. WhatsApp calling. But you can send me message. Okay. If any confusion is there. So whenever I am free after office hours, same in Zoom we can connect. I will clear your doubts. Okay. No need to worry. Understood, right? We are following our confusion is there means I can skip these things. I can discuss what is select command, what is update command also, but that is not required for us. So what we need, we have to learn compulsory. Okay, clear, right? Sucharitra, it is clear, Surendra. If any simple doubt is there, you ask me. I can tell. I can repeat 10 times also. No need to worry. Okay, don't hesitate to ask the questions. I can repeat 10 times also, no need to worry. But whatever the concepts I am discussing, if you understand very clearly, tomorrow it will be easy for you to work in the organization as a DBA. The interview also you can crack very easily. Why? Because already you know what is vendor, what is application owner, what is change request ticket, what is service desk, something you know already. For example, you can crack very easily. If you use these terms in interview, you can understand that okay, you have already worked with what as a DBA. Okay, that's one. But sometimes initially for 1 2 days or 2 3 days, some confusion may be there. No need to worry. Same recording is there. Our team will provide you. Just go through 2 3 times, note down the doubts. Okay, you ask the doubts in the next class, or you send me the WhatsApp message. Okay, so if any doubts are there, I will reply immediately. Okay, if any simple doubt is there. So otherwise we can connect on Zoom, we'll discuss. Okay, no need to worry. Yes. Okay, it is clear, right, Abdul? I think maybe Abdul Ali, maybe you are working with, right? Anil, it is clear. Bhushan, Sayanda, it is clear. Kushi, think you are following, right? What I am discussing. Maybe 1 2 terms, maybe confusion, maybe then, but don't worry. Okay, don't worry. So already have said no. I can discuss what you can understand. Once you pay the fees, I will discuss something, and I will conclude the session. That will not be there. Okay, what we have to learn compulsory, we have to discuss. If you are getting confusion, you have to ask me. Anyhow, recordings are there. Already have said you can go through those recordings. These points are very, very important point. Nobody will teach you. Okay, just directly I can start what is SQL Server. This I can start directly. Yeah, what is deployment? One question is that deployment is nothing but remember making changes. Changes. Okay, making change. Why? Because in the application or front end part, changes are compulsory, right? Application is developed in the year 2015, for example. Same with same features. With same features, application will not work right lifelong. Maybe regularly we need the application team need what some changes, right? So those changes, our vendor will they will ask the vendor actually who has developed the application. Vendor will make the changes. They will submit the changes to application team. Application team will ask us to apply the changes. That is called what? Deployment. Okay, Clear, right, Nurja? What is deployment? Means applying the changes. Yeah, Lakshmi, it is clear. Anything is there? Please ask me. Don't hesitate. No need to worry. Any simple doubt is there? You have to ask. Okay. No need to worry. Right. Right. Okay. The same way, regularly here we have to will perform here patching SQL Server. Patches are nothing but remember updates, right? In Android, iOS also we have updates, right? Yeah. This is patching is one of our regular activity. Patching is what? One of a regular activity. Monthly will apply the patches actually. Means this month these many servers, next month these many servers. Like this say like we'll apply the patches. Like we have some service packs, hard fixes, CU something. Those things we'll discuss. One question is that how will you be teaching? Yeah, those things also we'll discuss. No need to worry. Only the setup is there with us. Okay. Means we need multiple servers. What you are asking, I understood, Kushi. So we have already in my we have our server is there, remote server is there, as well as in my laptop itself. Sure, actually this is my workstation. In the workstation itself, I have configured actually with VMware. You can also, while practicing, we can also configure. With VMware, remember, we can create one server domain controller. So one server has a primary node, second node two. Like this are multiple servers we can create. We can practice. No need to worry. Just remember one point. All the concepts we'll see practically. Correct, correct. Yeah, for this Windows cluster is required, Kushi, but not teach you Windows clustering, but it is not our job, right? But I will provide you the recordings, okay? My own recordings, how to create Windows cluster. You can create the Windows cluster by seeing that recording. On top of that, will work with SQL cluster and always on availability groups, okay? No need to worry. The total setup is there with me. No need to worry. All the concepts we'll see practically. Okay. With this, these are my servers actually. So yeah, same setup you can also create. Okay, for practice purpose. Right. Right. Yeah, that's why if any simple doubts are there, feel free to ask. No need to worry. Patching is nothing but what? Applying the service packs, hard fixes, everything. As well as yet some other activities are there, like regularly we'll have meetings, okay, as well as we'll have like migrations, okay, from one data center to another, or like standalone to cluster migrations, upgradations, various other activities are there, okay. But we have to understand that our regular job is troubleshooting. Regularly we'll do deployments, regularly we'll do patching, okay. So and monitoring, okay. These are our regular activities as a DBA. Okay, let's wait tomorrow to work as a DBA. What are the prerequisites are there for us? Who can work as a DBA? First one's here like there are no particular prerequisites here like programming something to work as a DBA. Very simple. We need some SQL basics knowledge is required for us. SQL basics means how to work with select command especially. Okay. What is stored procedure? What is index? Some basic SQL. What is primary key? SQL basics and Windows basics. Already have said I will share you 4 to 5 hours classes my record recordings on SQL Basics freely. You can go through that SQL Basics freely, and the Windows Basics also. Just now, I think she was asking how you show always on clustering. For that purpose, already have recorded some session like how to create Active Directory, how to set the IPs, how to add the machines into Active Directory server, that how to configure Windows cluster. Okay, that this I will share you freely as part of our course. Already we have seen in the summary, yeah, SQL basics, Windows basics, plus already we have seen daily recordings. I will share you. Okay, notes I will share you. Each module wise soft copy notes I will share you. Okay, so okay, yeah, soft. I'll actually have written a book on SQL DBA. That book, same chapters. I will share you module-wise soft copy material. Okay. Plus, I will share you extra material also like this. So where we have again each module-wise FAQs and scenarios. Okay. So this is chapter one question answers actually. These are useful for us while attending the interviews. Okay, each module wise. Like some extra material I will provide you, like regularly used scripts. Yeah, regularly used scripts I will provide you. Scripts are very, very important for us in real time. Okay, these are the regularly used scripts are there. Okay, so yeah, how to check CPU utilization queries. Okay, one long running query is there or one backup is running. Application team may ask you how much time still it will take to complete. What are the expensive queries are there? Okay, which are taking more CPU, more memory usage. Like this, like these are some backup history. Let's say he's asking when the last backup was generated. All these things are like regularly used scripts are there. I will share you these scripts which are compulsory in real time. Okay, script should be ready with us in real time. Once again, remember, no need to by heart these scripts actually. Okay, some scripts will run as it is. Some scripts will run just by changing the database name, server names. Clear, right? Yeah, these scripts also I will share you, which are compulsory while working in the organization. Okay, right. Yeah, module wise notes is there. Then extra material, FAQs and scenarios. Okay, the same way regularly use scripts. Okay, and once again remember these recordings will be there valid for 6 months after completion of the course. Till 6 months you can watch the recordings here. It will be very clear from us, even it is there in the recording also. So yeah, till 6 months the recordings will be available for us. Right. Okay. That is like yeah. Your job is what, like parallelly means daily you see the recording and whatever the concepts I am discussing, you have to practice. Okay, parallelly by checking the recordings. Okay, just here like already we know SQL Server is what one of our TBMS product, right? To create and manage databases, we are using what SQL Server. And generally said to connect and work with SQL Server, we are using one tool called Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. SSMS in shortcut, SQL Server Management Studio. Through this tool, we can connect to the server. Means or seek. Why? Because see, as a DBA, let's say tomorrow you have a company has provided you laptop. So in the laptop, SQL Server is there, or SQL Server is there somewhere in the data center. In our laptop, all the SQL servers are there, or servers are there, or not there in our laptop? Not there, right? In our laptop only we have this SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Just you can connect to the server which is there somewhere in the network. You can start working with. Okay, as a DBA will have full access actually. So we'll start working with. That's remember like we are using these tools here, SSMS, to connect and work with the server. See here, this is my FRRIT is my system name, /test is my server name. SQL Server 15.0 version means 2019 version. Just remember current latest version in production environment is what 2019. Okay. Yeah, we have 2017 also, 2016 also, 2014, like 2012. So many are there. Now we are upgrading all the 2012 and 2014 versions into higher versions, means 16 or 17. We are preferring 19. It depends on our who will decide. We can say that we'll go with 19, but our application owner will talk with the vendor whether this your databases your application is compatible with 2019 or not. Vendor will they say that okay compatible, then we can plan for upgradation. Okay, that we'll see anyhow in our course. After that said, we have so many here. See, databases are there. We'll work with the databases. In general, remember most of the things we can do directly by right clicking. See, if we want to create login something directly, or we can perform through command also. Just right click here, new query. Will take just 2-3 minutes time. We'll conclude the session. Okay. See here, we can run the commands here. Yeah, so which is my server name. Always select this command, execute. This is our server name. Right now I'm working with which version. Okay, see, always remember after typing the command, select the command, execute. See, SQL Server 2019. Okay, so which is our latest version. Like that, say like how we can work with the commands here. Okay, in this server, how many databases are there? I want to check. SQL DB. See, these are the databases here. Okay, multiple. Here by expanding, we can see actually. Okay, as well as we can see here also. Okay, databases. Like this, like yeah, we can work with the commands here. That's very much. SSMS is a tool through which we are connecting and working with SQL Server as a DBA. Okay, right. Okay. Let's see what we'll do. We'll here see in SQL last point we'll see in SQL Server we have two types of working environments are there, standalone and cluster environment. Standalone means single production server. Cluster means a group of servers. Cluster is nothing but what? A group of servers. We'll see. Just here, if I right click on server name, properties, is clustered false, it is saying, means it is a standalone environment. Whenever the user submits the query, in the background, single server is processing the commands here in the background. Okay, suppose if it is a cluster, it will show here true. Okay, Cluster means, remember, a group of servers. Already have discussed. So we'll discuss clustering, always on, performance tuning. All these concepts we'll see in detail. Okay. So what are the concepts we'll see very fastly? We'll start with installations and configurations with basic things. Then we'll work with the databases. What are the different types of databases, database architecture, what is exactly data file, log file, their architectures, everything. If the database enters into suspect mode, how to handle. If data file is full, how to handle. Log file is full, how to handle. Then we'll work with security, means creating users, permissions, everything. Then we'll see backups and restores, how to schedule backups. We'll see. Then we'll see automation, like how to implement jobs, maintenance plans, alerts. Okay. So database mail, something other concepts. After that, sir, we'll start with the high availability features. High availability features are there, sir, to minimize the downtime. We have so many features are there here: log shipping, database mirroring, always on, okay, replication, okay, clustering. All these features we'll discuss. Then we'll see performance tuning, okay, how to check the performance. Then we'll see patching, means how to apply patches. We'll see upgradations and migrations. Okay, already they are there, actually very clear list is there, means our content is there, course content you can take from the front office people, they will share with you. Okay, very elaborated content is there, step by step. Okay, so in the same way already we have seen commonly troubleshooting. What are the common troubleshooting issues are there? We'll discuss. Means in every concept we'll see. In mirroring, what are the common issues we'll get? We'll see there itself. In backups, what are the common backup failure scenarios? Like in performance tuning, we'll see indexes, statistics, various things. We'll see how to check the health of database. All those things we'll discuss. Okay, these are the main concepts are there. Okay, as part of our course. Right. Let's see. We'll conclude the session. If any questions are there, we'll discuss the questions. Right.